I know, and you couldn't do it. You just can't do it. Slide the meat in the camera.
Meat's in there.
Meat's in there. All right, this is Ask the Boss episode number...
I think it's 28.
Oh, you're not even probably close.
Dude, no.
Word? Where are we at?
Because last time I tried to say 23 and you were like, nah, 26 or something.
All right, he's saying it's 28. It's
think
really
it's 28.
episode number... Ding! All right. Anyway, so we're actually here going live on the side here. So if you guys have any questions from Instagram Live, Dirty Sanchez will raise his hand and jump in here. You can't see him, but he's a Dirty Sanchez over here. Anyways, let's do this. Or should we give a little update first?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't done this in a little while.
It's been so long.
What are we doing?
All right, number one is look at these hats. Can you see these hats? Can you see these hats? How do they look? Do they look good? I'll put that up here or down here.
How do we do this? Show them. Take it off.
I'm mullet. Can you get that? All right, cool. Anyways, these hats are on our site. These are our military hats. They're on the site. Just some clothing updates. We have women's tights coming.
No. The last Ask the Boss, was Zap out?
We're gonna get there.
Oh shit!
Just quick, jumping the gun.
Just clothing.
I did take Zap a little bit ago, so I'm a little wired right now. Okay, so clothing. Got the hats. Women's tights. They're sweet. They're like black with gray and pink fleck with the crush it and the core and the. Anyways, Steph just approved those today, so I'm thinking they're coming in 1 month. There you go.
4 weeks.
I named it 4 weeks. Yeah. So, anyways, we got
for Christmas.
New clothing. Yeah, definitely ready for the holidays. Products. A lot of products. So, since we're standing in front of George Crushington here, let's go over America what we got going on. So right now we are out of stock of Lucky Charms, otherwise known as fortuitous keepsakes.
Mm-hmm.
That will be out of stock for a little while. We're running into a supply issue with one of the ingredients, but we're getting it taken care of. I'm saying 4 weeks.
And one of the marshmallows is coming from like Ireland, right? Like
the Lucky Charms. Yeah,
cool.
they're waiting for the rainbow to go to the end of the rainbow. Bobby. Ding. Oh, anyways, so fortuitous keepsakes, but Yankee Effin' Doodle is coming. End of this month, Yankee Effin' Doodle.
What is Yankee Effin' Doodle, Doug?
That is like a snickerdoodle with. Man, I'm like delirious.
That would get you high, man.
With real Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We're talking straight from General Mills Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the freaking protein. It's ridiculous. It's gonna be another game changer. Anyways, that's what we got coming from America. We're still working on Uncle Bam. We're going back and forth on the formula for our fat burner, but the big thing is the CTC coming soon, or Yankee Effin' Doodle.
Yankee Effin' Doodle.
That's America. Core, man, Cores have been crazy. We had the load.
Well, first we brought him the D, right?
But that was way back. They know about the D.
To be funny.
Meaty, come on, Meaty. We spent the whole weekend in the back of a van together, so we're a little delirious now.
With a couch.
With a couch. Anyways, the load came out in the beginning of September. So if you don't know, glucose, it's a glucose disposal or glucose utilization agent. It's the most powerful on the market. It is ridiculous. The pumps you get from it are stupid. If you haven't read up about it, go to our website, click on Core Products, Core Load. It's an incredible product, so you got to check that out. We then had a couple of new flavors come out. We had a new pineapple strawberry Burn Ultra, and we had a new white mango ABCD. So we had some new flavors come out. The other thing which happened, which a lot of people don't know about, because I don't think they're even out on the market yet, people are still selling through the old, we reformulated the vanilla MRP. So MRP is one of our best-selling products, and I was never happy with the classic vanilla we have. It's still called classic vanilla, but we changed the flavor system. So the new vanilla coming out on the market within the next month or so is amazing. I eat it every day for sludge. It is like the best vanilla. It's such an improvement. Not that the old one was bad, I just wasn't thrilled with it.
Well, I think as retailers are buying vanilla MRP, it's going to, like, we're out of the old.
Yeah, no, we only have the new in the stock, but like some of the retailers will still have the old on the shelf. So once they sell through,
we'll let them know, but it's got a creamier taste to it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like real ice cream.
Yeah, it's delicious. So we have that. Core Zap, which I just trained legs on it. It's probably about 6 o'clock right now, p.m. I took it about 3 hours ago, and I am flying. It is super euphoric. Like I'm almost high right now. Probably am a little bit high, I'm not gonna lie to you. Woo! High on the good stuff. Core Zap is really, really good. I like to tell people it feels like you're taking DMHA or DMAA without it. Really high dose of the CDP choline, 400 milligrams of caffeine. It's got L-Dopa, other nootropics, and of course the teacrine, the tasteless teacrine. It tastes delicious too. So it's surprisingly a product with teacrine that tastes delicious. It's an electric lemon lime, is amazing. So really cool product. Check it out. If you are a high stim junkie, Core Zap as your pre-workout is amazing. Coming soon, I just got word from our manufacturer today. Crystal Star Candy ABC is shipping on Friday. So that means we'll have it in a week, and that means we'll be launching like right around the end of this month, same time as we're launching the new Core Grow. So I would actually probably say the ABC will launch the week after the Core Grow. So we're launching a new Core Grow. Same awesome formula in terms of oats, barley flour, quinoa, sweet potato as the carb source, good whey protein. We added a greens blend. But the most important thing about this is the taste. It is ridiculous. It went from being a bleh, tasting, very bro gainer. But we found that the people that are usually using gainers are all about the taste. They want a yummy treat. So we gave the people what they wanted. It tastes amazing. So we have 2 new flavors. Instead of s'mores and the peanut butter oatmeal cookie, we have a chocolate bliss and a peanut butter pie. It's freaking delicious. It really is. It's awesome. Using it as a pre-workout, still the same macros, so 40 protein, 80 carb, and about 12 fat. So it's like a perfect pre-workout meal. We had it on the road this weekend. It was great. What else? Is that it for now? Oh, we're also working on Australian orange sherbet, otherwise known as Sherbies. For all you Australian people out there, you'll know what this is. It's another ABC flavor. That will probably be a month or so after we launch the Starburst.
What about ABC Natural?
Oh, good. I knew you're good for something meaty.
Yeah.
ABC Natural, that's a good question. I'm thinking that's going to be right around the same time. So 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe we'll launch the ABC Natural and the Crystal Star Candy at the same time. So
cool.
If you don't know, that's ABC Natural. It's going to be in a cherry lemonade, and it's a stevia and monk fruit sweetened ABC. Cool. All right, Sanchez.
Yeah, we got a couple questions.
Let's roll. Let's hit them first.
Would MRP be good for post and pre-workout, or how would you recommend it?
Would MRP be good for post and pre-workout? Definitely pre-workout, slow digesting carbohydrates, but actually for some people who don't respond as well to that big insulin spike and that huge influx of carbs, I've actually used MRP as their post-workout shake. I've done it with a lot of women. So like 2 scoops post-workout is perfect. I know for myself, as I get later on in prep, I go a little lower glycemic in my carbs post-workout. I just go with like oats. So in that situation, I think it would be great. So somebody who doesn't respond as well to higher glycemic carbs, I think as a post-workout shake, it would be great. You're splitting hairs a little bit. It is a blend versus just a pure whey isolate like in the PWO. So first and foremost, for most people, I'd probably recommend the PWO, but no, it could certainly work. I'd have to know more about the individual person, but
I would say better in a diet.
Yeah.
When you want something slower.
All right, second question. What makes load so great?
Load.
So that's a loaded question.
Ha! Look at you.
That's a loaded question. So again, I highly recommend you go to the website and read the write-up. It is super detailed. But one of the things that I'm going to say, which is more specific to core load than any other of the GDAs on the market, is the specificity of it. So we're not just throwing a kitchen sink in there and throwing chromium and cinnamon and ALA, right? Which might have a tiny, tiny little impact, right? We are throwing in ingredients that are basically going to focus on myocytes as opposed to lipocytes. So when you're driving carbohydrates to certain cells, you want to focus on pushing them in the right direction. You want to push them to myocytes and not lipocytes. So the ingredients found in core load specifically do that. And that is a big difference. The other big difference is the extracts are the best extracts that you can get. They're dosed properly, and I would probably say even higher than properly. They're overdosed. And so the response you get from it is amazing. It really is. I've loved GDAs. I've used them for 10 years now. This is the best GDA I've ever used. It's phenomenal.
We've done samples of load. No other company currently has samples of a GDA.
Yeah, you can find them on our website.
Go to our website, try it yourself, try it one time. We almost guarantee that you're gonna see the results.
You almost guarantee. No, we guarantee.
Well, you know.
this guy.
Legal things.
This guy.
You know, what can I
next question.
actually say? You know, Kenton might come after
Well,
me.
you can guarantee results. We'll give them their money back on their.
Look at that.
How about that?
On the sample.
Yeah.
On the sample, you get your money back on.
No, you can use the product if you honestly don't feel like you're using it. We'll give you your money back.
All right, it's on video.
Yeah.
Meaty, how's your rehab going?
Ooh, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the love.
There you
Yeah,
go,
appreciate
from
that.
Marissa.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Marissa.
Marissa, nobody cares about. No, I'm just kidding. We all care.
It's going all right. It's going good. It's been hard. Been a long road. I've kind of wrapping up physical therapy. Just today, I kind of told them I want to back off of that. But yesterday, I had a workout with Doug.
He was a bodybuilder yesterday.
And
You
I
should have
felt
seen
like
him.
a freaking bodybuilder.
He was.
Instead of doing,
Yeah.
focusing on the.
He was more
core,
like.
Yeah, I was more like, oh!
Yeah, all about
Feeling
that.
it, feeling juicy, right, Bob?
He had like 4 scoops of core pump, Merca, boom, and then 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. He felt phenomenal.
Yeah. 800 milligrams of ibuprofen is the key.
That's the new pre-workout.
But anyways, I appreciate it. It's going well. It's hard to put that in perspective though. If as a bodybuilder, you take something away from you, it's you feel completely different. So until I'm like squatting and deadlifting again, I feel like I won't be back. So I'm not doing that.
But you probably have a new appreciation for that, like the little
totally.
things like that workout, like.
Man,
that made you.
that made me happy.
Yeah, and
made me happy.
so like you probably appreciate those little things.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And I've realized that bodybuilding's not
Everything.
It's not everything.
Yeah.
So trying to channel into other things and pick up different athleticisms.
He's taking up triathlons. Yeah.
I'm gonna go swimming tomorrow.
Are you really?
Yeah, Schmoopy got me some goggles and some.
Oh man,
tight
we
jaws.
we gotta film this. Oh my god, are you really?
I might not do it tomorrow, but she's. I'm nice. I'm an athlete.
Oh, nice.
It's like it's like this, Doug. It's like that.
I know I was a swimmer, but I can only imagine Meaty's balls like a dog.
I can swim faster than you.
I guarantee you could not swim faster than me.
Let's do it.
Oh, I
Let's
gotta
get
pick
you
up
some
video.
Joes. Get your old
I got my
Speedos out.
Speedos.
Bring it
Ask
up.
Steph, I got a little baggie at home. It's got my goggles and my Speedos. I won't let her throw it out. Just in case
Let's
I want
go.
to get back in there.
Let's do it. Ashburn Golds.
It's on, like Donkey Kong. Alright, anyways, let's go.
People are gonna want to see that.
You got one more.
Alright.
Will you ever make a carb-only product?
Man, we're getting that hot.
Getting that a lot. Maybe.
The demand is there.
Yeah, I mean,
We've tossed around the ideas of.
we have just about every other product, so maybe. We've actually thought about in a different ABC that actually has carbs in it. So like a spin-off of ABC that would have carbs. Or we could just do a carb product that would probably be a little more versatile, and then you could throw that in with the ABC.
Because we are finding that the people that are interested in a carb product, they want to use it for their specific dose or their specific workout, their post-workout. They want to measure.
So it would work great with load too, like if
Right.
yeah. So maybe
question.
maybe good question. All right,
All right, let's move on to these. All right, dominate science and
now
passion.
keep it rolling.
Do you ever take test, hard, alpha, Liberty balls completely out of your stack? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what this is. Even if your test keeps being high due to cycling the compounds, it can make sense due to negative feedback mechanisms like downregulation of androgen receptor and so forth.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. So they're not working through necessarily the same mechanisms there. So I would probably say for 90% of the year, I am on some type of natural anabolic in terms of whether it's core alpha or core test or Liberty balls. But I'm pretty specific in how I do it. I'm not looking at, I'm looking at the compounds to make sure there's not much overlap. so that I don't have issues of getting used to those external stimuli. And they continue to work really well. One of the stacks that I did recently with the Liberty balls, my test levels were higher than they ever have been, and I'm 38 now. So that was a great sign that something's working right. So my boys are working, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
All right, moving on. Tyler Fuchs, what is your opinion on the new research saying that EAA are more beneficial than BCAA? I love using Core ABC, but don't want to feel like I'm wasting money. My last name is pronounced Fox, since it isn't spelled close at all. Thank you. Tyler Fox, appreciate you letting me know.
Okay, so the statement, you cannot make a blanket statement that EAAs are better than BCAAs. You can't do that. There's so many different conditions there. I would say if you're, at the end of the day, if you're just taking BCAAs and you're not eating other food at all throughout your day, like you're fasting completely, then protein synthesis would stop because you don't have substrates to put all those amino acids together. You need the other amino acids. So some of these studies are kind of like they set up a straw man, right? Like it's gonna blow over no matter what, right? BCAAs is the way, and if you look at the bottom line, the short answer is Core ABC is definitely still beneficial. But if you look at what we say on our labels, we're not saying that Core ABC is necessarily a muscle builder. It's not just good. You can't just take ABC. It's not like just an anabolic. It is, I would say it's most important a Core ABC for, it says superior recovery and endurance.
Yep.
And that's what it's for. BCAAs will be best for recovery. And so if somebody is in a very, hypercaloric state and they're eating a ton of food, I don't know what that incremental benefit of necessarily BCAAs or any of those supplements are if you're taking that much. What I use BCAAs for is going to be in between those the feedings. And so there definitely are benefits to taking BCAAs in terms of recovery. And the science shows that you can't debate it that BCAAs, specifically leucine, stimulate protein synthesis. So at the end of the day, these are all supplements. Can you gain muscle without taking any of these supplements? Sure. But if it's going to actually help your performance, maybe help your recovery, I'm still going to continue to take it. So there is definitely benefits to taking BCAAs. Some of these studies, they're done in different populations of people under different conditions. Some of them are done in mice, some of them are done in the elderly population. But if you look at it as a whole, you can't disprove the fact that leucine is the anabolic signal in your body, right? So there are definitely benefits to be taking the BCAAs. So incremental, could I tell you what percentage better you could be? No. But I think if the way I look at things, if there's a chance that I could be a couple percent better, I'm going to take it.
That was good, man. That was really good. I felt educated.
Did you tingle?
Yeah, it tingled a little bit.
It just-
It moved.
Yeah, bro.
All right, Hollums, how would you come up with a power bodybuilding program to focus on lagging body parts like back and shoulders?
So, I did that for a while for chest and traps. I mean, and I don't know how you would say, I sit down with a pen and paper and write it out where I'm trying to hit those body parts a little bit more often.
Yeah.
I really do find that, and the studies really show that training a body part multiple times gives you more chance for hypertrophy. It kind of goes down to protein synthesis and the recovery of, it gives you more time to stimulate protein synthesis of the body part you just broke down. It has a lot to do with that. So when I'm really focusing on a body part, I'm going to train that multiple times a week. Obviously the overall volume has to decrease then. But that's what I would try to do. Maybe you have one day earlier in the week where you hit those at more of a higher rep range or a lower rep range, and then later on in the week come back and hit it in a higher rep range. I could write a program. I'd have to sit down and look at what those body parts were again and plan it out, but I would try to hit them multiple times a week.
I think it comes down to frequency. Yeah.
Mr. Sanchez over in the back.
Hand.
Jen Smith wants to know, any seasonal ISOs coming out this year?
Nope. Next question. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
So the peppermint seasonal ISO. So
Yeah, well-
the peppermint bark, the chocolate peppermint bark, was going to be a seasonal last year, but it's so good we decided to keep it year round. So I'm going to say yes. We're going to do an ISO chocolate peppermint bark this year.
We're working on a
no.
new flavor. Period.
Yeah. So
How
actually,
about that?
yeah, that's a good.
We could call it a
segment.
season.
Yeah,
It's the season of a new ISO.
it's a grow season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So salted caramel. It's delicious. That's it. That's all I got.
Really,
That's
really
it.
good.
Yeah, that's all I got. And it's Bobby approved. He is like the biggest white chick of us all. So if he likes it, then we're good to go. How we doing on time, baby bird?
We gotta get a couple in here. We got 20 minutes.
All right. So let's go.
What are
find
some
more.
foods to eat, or what are foods to eat to control estrogen?
Cauliflower, broccoli, all the greens, things with dim type compounds in it. So like,
I said about broccoli.
yeah, so broccoli, cauliflower, stuff like that.
Doug, for Bobby Ostrander. Doug.
Yeah.
Doug, how did you come up with the name Core Nutritionals when you started the company? I've always wondered that. Never asked before.
Interesting. So a lot of people don't know the backstory. When we first started Core Nutritionals, I had a partner. Actually, that partner is the head of a big bodybuilding organization, and Matt Shepley from OCB. When we started this back in the day, he was the one who was kind of going back and forth with names and stuff like this. And this name just was one of the many names, and it was just kind of like, that's a great freaking name. So, and it just applied to so much of the principles of why I wanted to be involved in this brand and why we wanted to create this brand. And it was the core, the essential principles, sticking to kind of, I don't want to say the basics because we're way more than basic, but sticking to, our core principles and no proprietary blends, no fillers, and all of that. That was really my dream in creating a company, was sticking to a couple of these principles that were the main reason why I started the company in the first place. So it was just kind of like a list of a ton of different names, and it just seemed to fit. There wasn't really any, great story other than that behind it.
Cool. You got any more? All right, I got one more. Can you please recommend some vitamin supplements to enhance cognitive function and memory improvement?
So yeah, there are a couple. I mean, I don't know if I would want to claim a lot of, memory. A lot of these nootropics will, help people, the clarity of their thought and stuff like that. Ginkgo is supposed to do it, ginkgo biloba. Some of the nootropics actually found in the core Zap, even CDP choline can help with that. But, I don't know if I would be comfortable making a claim that anything is really going to increase memory. L-Dopa is great for, like brain health. But I'm not comfortable really giving more than that.
What about acetyl L-carnitine? I mean, we say mood, focus.
Yeah. But like increasing memory,
Because it passes the blood-brain barrier, as opposed to like. So I think a lot of things that would pass the blood-brain barrier might have something to do with brain health.
Sure. Yeah. But again, I don't know if I've ever seen a compound that really has a really strong study on memory. I could be wrong now. I could go back to my computer and probably find some. Yeah. Core Zap, yeah. All the time, 24/7 before you go to bed.
800 milligrams ibuprofen,
Yeah.
Core Zap. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
Actually, we got one good question.
Ooh.
How essential is a digestive enzyme probiotic for gut health and helping reduce bloat? Is it utilized for bulking or cutting? Does it matter?
I think it really depends on the person. Some people have a really hard time with digestion. To be honest with you, I don't necessarily, oh yeah, trust me, if you walk by this room, whoo, good day. Anyways, some people have a really hard time with digestion and gut health, and so I think it really depends on the person. I know for myself, I probably should take a probiotic out of all the stuff I take. That's one that I don't take all the time. So I think it is important to some people, but I think you really have to find, if you're struggling with those things, if you have a lot of gas and you have discomfort and you feel like you do have digestion issues, I think a good digestive enzyme and probiotic blend would be something I would try for sure.
That's it.
That's
Wrap.
it. All right, so we were live this time, and now I think that's it. So until next time, keep crushing it.